Okay guys, so now we're gonna work on the cushions. So I have this, so since we extracted this shape, we're gonna work on one and then duplicate for the rest. I'm gonna go into isolation mode. What I wanna do is I want to bevel these edges. Not all of them, the top and the bottom part. Select these. And press 4 just to make sure I selected everything. So these are the ones I want to bevel. I'm going to go mesh, edit mesh, edge, bevel. So a lot of beveling here, but we don't want that much. So I'm going to go back to this poly bevel command in the channel box and get the fraction down to 0.1. That will be fine. Maybe 0.15. Okay, so now what I'm trying to create is a sort of a seam, a raised seam for the cushions. So to do that, I'm going to need to add some more geometry. I'm going to select this face, hold on the shift, double click on the next one, so grab the whole loop, and do the same thing for the bottom, and then extrude that. So extruding that, I'm going to just pull up on the Z just a little bit, something like that. Okay, and also I'm going to add some edge loops. So insert edge loop, I'm going to insert a couple of edge loops close to here, a couple here, and then I can subdivide more this area. So I'm going to go to my edge loop tool and get multiple edge loops and do something like that, so I can get 3 and 3 subdivisions. And if I press 3, now we can tell that we're getting this nice raised seam. We could make it a little bit sharper, so we could add some edge loops. Now I gotta go back to the tool and reset it. I'm gonna put some random edge loops around here. And let's see how this is, just to it's a little tighter there at that area. Now I want to go and square it up, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some edge loops around here and one over here. And one, let's see, we have, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1, see, I'm just showing you what I added. I added these edge loops. So these, so I can round out, so I can square out, sorry, this cushion. So if I press 3, I get this nice piece. Now I can go ahead and select these edges and just scale them out a little bit. That way I can have a little bit of a bulge. There we go. I'll do with that. Now I'm going to go back to my yeah, this might be a little bit too much, too raised, but that's not a problem because we're actually going to get some of the vertices and start moving them up so we can create more of an inconsistent shape. I want to go ahead and get out of the this isolation mode. I'm looking now at the, so yeah, I think what we could do is yeah, we want to get this guy all the way to the back. So I'm going to select these vertices and move it back. So I noticed that right now. I think we didn't have a very good, we didn't measure it that well. And I can also maybe make the sofa less deep. So I'm going to select, I'm going to do that. Instead of doing this here, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to go ahead and select this guy and move it towards this cushion. If we want to be more accurate, and I would recommend in this case, you can select all the objects, press 1, and then select the vertices down on the base, and again go ahead and press V, snap. Same thing with that. Now for the back here, it's not that necessary. We just need to bring it all the way to here. You can see how the geometry is overlapping, so we can actually eyeball it. That's fine. And so this cushion here is, we need to move it up a little bit. So we're pretty good right now. Now select it, duplicate it, move it, and let's kind of bring it close. Press Shift D again. So they might be a little bit tight since we added some geometry. You know, all these things add up. So we might be kind of crowded in here now. So what we could do is, since these are perfect, we just need to move this guy just a little bit like this, and then select this guy. I wouldn't recommend scaling. I only think that the best thing to do is to just move, so we don't change the proportion. We don't change. We don't distort the mesh, basically. So these are good. We can actually do our thing now and select vertices, and select them and move them down. Create more like inconsistent shapes. You can use the smooth tool, like the move. If you press B, you have the soft selection tool, and if you hold down the B and the middle mouse button, you can create like a range, and then you can actually give these more of a shape, and that way they will look more realistic. And of course, we can move them back. So you can actually change the shape. I'm not going to do this now because it's going to take too much time, but you can see that I'm trying to add some gravity on the pillow, and I can do the same for the pillow. So basically it's just a matter of shaping from now, and so that you'll have a little bit of a more rustic kind of look. So the last thing we need to do is to make the back cushions, and we're done, and the legs, and we're done with the sofa.